Good morning, students. Hope that all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I, Shahinur Begum, lecturer of Management Department in Milestone College, welcome you all today's Business Organization and Management class. I'll start a new chapter. This chapter named Joint Stock Company, chapter 5. So first of all, we need to know what is joint stock company. That means the company organization. Definition of company organization. A company organization is a business organization formed and administered under law with limited liability, processing artificial entity. So there are some special information like company organization formed and administered under law with limited liability. As it is a large type of organization, but its liability is limited and artificial entity also. And the features of company organization. What is the features of company organization? In the present large business world, company organization is an important and highly popular business organization. Due to having close relationship with law and considering some other aspects, company organization has some such features that give a separate form of its own. Some of its major features are discussed in brief. First one is law-created concern. This is a business concern created by law. A law-created concern means a concern formed through observing necessary formalities in accordance with law. This business is formed under the country's company law. In our country, in which year company law is prevailing? 1994. Number 2, artificial personality. Artificial personality means something not being a person, gaining the status and rights like a person. A company organization not being a person does enjoy the status of an artificial and independent entity as per law. Perpetual succession. Perpetual succession may be defined as an existence that cannot be abolished easily. Unlike other business, a company organization cannot be dissolved easily, and as much these business enjoy the status of perpetual succession in accordance with law. Number of shareholders. According to law, the number of shareholders of such a business organization is limited. In case of private limited company, there must be 2 members and maximum how many? Maximum 50 members, while in case of public limited company, it must have at least 7 members and maximum number limited by the highest number of shares. Now, number 5, common seal. A company being an artificial person has to depend on its agents or representatives in all functions. The legitimacy of the representative or the agent is determined by the common seal of the company. Now, share capital. Legally, the capital of the company is divided into certain small units of amount. Each of such unit is called a share. So if I am asking the question, what is share? Share means into certain small unit and equal amount. A company collects its own capital by selling these shares. Its capital is called share capital. So there are some knowledge-based questions. What is share? What is share capital? How the company collects their capital? By selling the shares. Now, transferability of share. Number, according to Article 30 of the Company Act, a share is regarded as a movable property and it worthy of transfer as per the previous of the Articles of Association of the company. Now, limited liability. Except the companies with unlimited liability, the liability of the shareholders of all other companies is limited by the value of share or guarantee as per the description of their memorandum. Statutory responsibility. In accordance with Company Act, such business have to discharge a number of statutory responsibilities such as maintaining prevailing documents and files, preparing accounts auditing, calling meetings, etc. The private limited companies have, however, been relieved of some of the statutory responsibility. Large scale organization. Due to having large number of members, comparatively huge amount of capital can be mobilized in this business due to limited capacity of the owner of a sole proprietorship business and unlimited liability and limited number of partners. A business cannot be formed and run in such size, but a company organization can easily grow in large size due to its increased number of members, separate and perpetual entity, and limited liability of the members. Independent nature of management. The management of a company organization is of different nature from that of ownership type. Although the directors hold all-out authority of the overall management, the day-to-day affairs are entrusted upon a remunerated third party. A salaried staff can execute responsibility for maintaining the day-to-day affairs of management. So these are the important features of joint stock company or the company organization. So students, again I am telling you have to read, first of all you have to read the concept of company organization, then you have to memorize the definition of company organization, and after that you have to read the features of company organization. You must complete this. If you have any confusion, that time you must ask me. Every class I am waiting for you. And now all of you write down these 10 features of company organization. That means you first of all you have to learn this point. If you read the point properly, if you can memorize it properly, that time you can remember it. Today after this, and you have next class you have MCQ exam, so you have to read up to importance of company organization. So Allah Hafiz, Assalamu Alaikum.